I think it's funny because now that I'm not pregnant and Atlas is here, I feel like people still say, oh my God, you're still glowing. You have that mommy glow. I'm just like, no, it's definitely my Tula sunscreen and my It Cosmetics CC cream that's giving me this beautiful radiant glow. Like, let's not fake the funk.
One step forward, two steps backwards, yeah.
Hello you guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my updated makeup routine, but this makeup routine is so different than any video I've ever filmed on my channel because it is gonna be mom edition. You guys know I recently had my baby boy on February 19th, 2022. So he is a Pisces. He was expected to be due on February the 14th. So he was meant to be an Aquarius. We were supposed to share the same birthday, but homeboy wanted to hold down on me. He was 5 days late and he was like, no mom, we're not sharing a birthday and I want to be a Pisces, not an Aquarius, but it is all good. I've been enjoying every minute of him, but since having him, I realized I really had to simplify my makeup routine. So I can't spend 2+ hours on my makeup anymore. It's either some days I'm going to elevate my eyes or I'm really going to focus on complexion. So today, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I really elevate my eyes. If you guys want a separate video on those days where I just focus on complexion, let me know down below in the comments. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is completely free. Like the video because likes go a long way and they really help out my channel. With that being said, let's zoom in and let's get started on today's look. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I am going to go in with a little bit of face primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer. I am aware that e.l.f. does have something that is very, very similar to this. If you have it, use it. They're probably going to be very, very similar, if not the exact same thing. Since I own this one from Milk, I'm just going to use it because oftentimes when you have the high-end version of something, you want to actually get use out of it because you paid a lot of money for it if you get my drip. So I have the e.l.f. one, but because I bought the one from Milk, I want to use it up and get my money's worth. So I'm putting this all over. What's great about this primer is that it is a very, very sticky primer. So anything I put on top of it is going to stick to it and stay put all day long. So I'm just going to work this into the skin. Another thing I really like to do with this primer is I will run it through my brows. You can see I do have pretty curly brows and this lays them down very, very nicely. Who needs a brow gel, okay? I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of a brow pencil. This one is by Benefit, it's precisely my brow. And I'm just lightly going to fill in any sparse areas. I'm not gonna do an overly defined brow because I still want it to be very natural, especially because my complexion isn't going to be like super intense. So next up, I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow primer. I've been loving this one here by Rare Beauty. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and put it all over and blend it out with a big fluffy brush. So jumping into my eyeshadow color, I will be using this shadow stick here by Bobbi Brown. I talked about these, my best beauty favorites, and the formula is incredible. The shade I'm using today is Nude Beach. I'm gonna put this all over and then I'm just gonna buff and blend it out with this brush here. It's by Real Techniques. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush and I find that it works really, really well for blending out creams. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario Master Matte eyeshadow palette and I'm going in with the second shade in, and you can see right here I'm just lightly tapping it in the outer V, and then I'm also taking it a little bit in the crease here. And this is so quick to do. I don't want you guys to think, oh my God, she's putting on so much eye makeup and that just takes way too long. You could really just go in with the cream stick formula, blend it all out and you'll be good to go. But this is for those days where I want something a little bit more elevated. So on those days where I'm really trying to elevate my eyes, I'm really into a matte black eyeliner. I know some people don't have time to do eyeliner, but for me, it's just become second nature and I can do it very quickly. So I will be going in with this liner here by Makeup by Mario, and I almost like flicked my eye out. But I love this one because it is dual-ended. It has like a little brush on one side and then it has a crayon on the other. I don't really love the brush side of it, but I love the crayon side, so I try to make it work. What I'll do is I'll take this and I'll just go in and I'll really just start lining my upper lash line. Now the way I do my liner is that it is more in the form of a cat eye. So I don't take it like all the way in because I don't want to close off my eye. And then I'll just kind of flick it out like that. And then you can either take the brush to buff and blend it, or you can take more of an angled brush here with a little bit of this product on it and really start forming out your wing, which is what I typically do. I find that this is the easiest way for me to create a cat eye wing very, very quickly. So let's talk about lashes really quickly. For me personally, because I've been doing this for so long, I can pop on a false lash in an instant, but I know the average mom isn't putting on a false lash every single day. So I do really love to layer mascaras. Today I will be layering a lash primer with a mascara. These are both by Dior, and this is the Overcurl mascara that I actually really like. Now I also love the Lancome lash primer, and the reason I love going in with a lash primer is because for me, I like to think of it as a push-up bra for your lashes. It's really going to lift and hold a curl all day long. So I do go in with about 1 coat of this. Then I'll go in with a little bit of the Overcurl mascara, and I say a little bit like I'm not about to layer this on. So the product I've been using on my skin has sunscreen in it, but I do love to double up, especially if I'm taking baby boy on a walk or we're doing something outside. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Protect and Glow Sunscreen by Tula. It has SPF 30 in it. So I'm gonna take a good amount of it, put it all over. I love that this gives my skin such a beautiful and natural glow. I did tell you guys, I do very, very minimal to the skin. Don't get me wrong. I do have like redness and like imperfections and stuff that I kind of sort of have to cover up because it doesn't look the best with like an elevated eye. So ultimately I'm using a base product that's really going to even out my skin tone. The base product I will be going in with is this right here by IT Cosmetics. This is a new product. This is the CC Plus Nude Glow Color Correcting Medium Coverage Skin Tint with SPF 40. I did a little mini reels in TikTok on this product, and I will say it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. By the way, the shade I'm using is light medium. I find that light medium isn't like the perfect match, but it gets the job done. I feel like medium's just a little too dark for me and light's too light. You know, those in-between colors. I feel like if IT Cosmetics really extended their shade range, their products would be top notch. The brush I'm using is also by IT Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna tap this into the skin. I feel like this paired with the Tula sunscreen gives my skin such a beautiful glow. Oh my God, look at my brow. We'll fix that later. So now that I'm done buffing and blending out that CC cream, you can see it really evened out my complexion, but still gave me a really beautiful natural glow. Like, it's unreal. My skin still looks like skin. I'm really obsessed with that product. I do want to go in with a little bit of concealer, but I'm not going to go too heavy-handed. In my full glam makeup looks, I do go a little overboard, so I'm just going to apply a little bit here and here. By the way, this is the Dior Forever concealer, in case you guys were curious. I will list it down below if you guys are interested in any of the products I use today. I am going to use that same brush that I use all over my face to blend out my concealer, just to give me more of a natural look. So for bronzer, I am using a product by Rare Beauty, and I just put it onto a brush, and as you can see, it's adding some nice warmth to the skin. So I'm just going to kind of tap this in. I like using a brush because I feel like I could really blend out the product the way I want to, and I'm trying not to give myself a bronzer helmet. The good part about this is that this is extremely blendable, so if I get a little too heavy-handed, I can go back in with the IT Cosmetics brush and tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna go back into the IT Cosmetics brush like I said, and I'm gonna use this to tone down that bronzer, because I mean, when don't I get heavy-handed, okay? No judgment. So to set my under eyes down and in place, I'm just gonna use this brush here. It's a smaller brush, and I'm gonna tap it underneath my eyes just so that way my concealer doesn't crease. And you can definitely see, like, I don't have a ton of product on my skin. I'm just gonna tap here so that way there's no crease, because let me tell you, if you set your under eye concealer crease, it's gonna stay crease all day long. So just tap out the creasing and then set with like a finely milled powder. I'm using this one here by Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade 1. I'm also going to take the Charlotte Tilbury powder in shade 2 and set my entire face down. You can see I'm just lightly tapping to get rid of the shine. I am gonna go in with a couple setting sprays that's really gonna bring the luminosity and dew back into my skin, but I do have to set it, otherwise my face will be on the floor at the end of the day, and we don't want that. So then I'm gonna go back into the Master Mattes palette by Makeup by Mario, and I'm just lightly going to dust this on my lower lash line just to bring the entire eyeshadow look together and give it more of a completed look. I am gonna go in with a little bit of bottom lash mascara. You guys know MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara is my jam for this. So for blush, I've actually been obsessing over this blush here by Dior. It's in the shade Pink, and this is one of the Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. This has been sold out on Sephora for so long, but I wanna say if you go on the Dior website, you can actually get your hands on it. This color is so different than the blush I typically wear, but I think that's why I love it so much. So I'm just gonna apply it right there. Like, look how fresh that looks on the skin. Oh, she's cute. I also have the one in Coral. They're both really, really pretty, but today I'm gonna use the pink one. Look at that. For lip liner, I'm gonna use this one by Anastasia in the shade Hazelnut. And then I'm gonna top it off with the Lip Glow Oil by Dior in the shade Rosewood. To set everything down and in place, I do like to go in with 2 setting sprays. I know I'm a little extra, okay? But I do like to use this one here by Milk. This is the Set and Refresh spray, so I'll give it a good old shake. Spray it all over. This really helps with the overall longevity of my makeup. So I'll kind of wait for that to dry down. And then the last one I like to go in with is this one by Rare Beauty. This is the Always an Optimist Wort in One Mist. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. It really gives my skin such a beautiful radiance, and I think everyone needs it in their life. And that pretty much sums up my version of my updated everyday mom makeup routine. So strange to incorporate mom into titles, but that is me now. I'm a whole ass mom, and I still literally cannot believe it. I really had to practice this routine and get it down to a science and find something that works for me personally. So if an elevated eye doesn't work for you, then tone it down a little bit. If you want to do like a full coverage base and a minimal eye, then do that. I feel like one thing I wish I would have did before my baby boy came was pretty much practice the timing of my makeup routine, because I kid you not, I took my time doing my makeup before he came, but now it's either I have 30 minutes, less than an hour, 20 minutes. It really just depends on the day, so I really have to get things down and done. And I feel like this routine here is something that I could easily do very, very quickly. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more mommy content like this, let me know down below in the comments. There's mom vlogs to come, so much more content, what I eat in a day. I have so much stuff coming your way, so definitely stay tuned for that. I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.